Hey guys, J-Dub here. Wanted to just take a few minutes to give you a quick overview and let you guys listen to these Sabian SR2 cymbals. This was a line of cymbals that quite frankly surprised me in a lot of different ways. The sound is excellent. The price value just can't be beat. I think everything that you see in front of you right here in terms of cymbals was a little over 600 bucks. So just an incredible value, and the sound is very nice as well. Sound is, you know, what you like, but for me they happen to work nicely. Interesting notes about these cymbals. Number one, they do not classify them by the type, meaning crash, china, ride, etc. They simply classify them by weight, heavy, medium, thin. It really just depends on the cymbals. Now, if you are considering these, number one, go to mycymbal.com. They are an excellent source in terms of getting these. They have great customer service. You get tracking information right away. And on top of that, you can actually listen to the cymbal you're going to buy. They have sound files on there, video files, and the cymbal that you see on the video is actually the one that you get. Another interesting note is the lathing pattern. It's very interesting. It has a texture to it. I think it would be phenomenal for brushwork. That being said, when you do give these a listen on mycymbal.com or any other site that you can listen to them on, pay attention to the hammering patterns. That'll give you an indication as to what these started off as and what they are now manufactured under the SR2 logo. Pay attention to that and give them a good listen. I think you'll be pleased. My favorite out of the bunch is the first one that I'm going to deal with. Now, before I get to that, I just want to tell you that the stick that I'm using is oops, if I held it the right way, it would it would be good. It's a Vic Firth Extreme 5A. Wood tip. It's about a half an inch longer than a traditional 5A. I happen to just like the reach that it gives me because I don't like stretching for things. But in any case, my favorite out of the group is definitely the 21-inch heavy ride. I think this thing just is killer. I played it in side by side to my 21-inch hand-hammered raw bell, and it's really close. So I'm not sure what it started off as, but I think it sounds really great. Here, give it a listen. Like I said, that definitely my favorite. Definitely has a very distinctive ping. Not sure if you can hear it through the microphone on the camera, but in any case, it just sounds really sweet. Next up is the 18-inch China. Again, I think favorite number 2 out of the group. Not sure if you're going to be able to hear this necessarily through the camera, but this thing just it hits you and then dies. It's gone. It does have a little bit of sustain to it, but in a musical environment with everything else playing around it, this thing is just, it's going to explode and then just get right out of the way. Real quick decay. Next up, 17-inch thin. This cymbal is a little darker than I typically go for. But I decided to give it a shot, and I definitely was not disappointed. I'm pretty certain this one started out as a hand-hammered cymbal of some kind. But let's give this a listen. Next up is the 16-inch thin, slightly higher pitched. Smaller bell, still cuts through though. And lastly, we'll move on to the hi-hats. 14-inch, medium over heavy, little thinner than I normally go for. I like something that has a little beefiness to it. But in any case, they still sound really, really nice. Pretty pleased with them. Like I said, overall for the value, really can't beat it. Great sounding cymbals, very inexpensive in terms of a whole collection of cymbals for 600 bucks. That's definitely a good value, and I think these are going to serve me very, very well. I'm going to definitely be using them on an upcoming gig that I have in about a week. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to help you guys in any way that I can. And that'll do it. Thanks for listening.